G'day, my name's Pete, and today I'm going to be working on this jade tree. I've had this tree for 17 years. I've actually tried to sell it on eBay, but I had no takers. So that was a couple of months ago. Now it's grown, and now it needs more fine tuning. But also, as I've had it sitting, I'll give it a spin. As I've had this sitting for the last couple of months, thinking it's going to get sold, I thought about it, and I've decided I don't like this branch here growing out. I think it makes the tree too long, and it's a very straight branch. So I'm actually thinking of cutting that whole branch off and shrinking the tree down a little bit, which I think might be good, because it's all straight up here like that. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to do the major cut first. And we're just going to remove it. Just like that. Oh, yeah. That would make a nice tree. So I'm going to turn that into a little tree on its own. Might have to recut the end so it's not leaning. Bit of a lean might be alright. We'll see. Okay, there are a couple of other branches that are going to come off. Another branch that will come off is this one here. This one here. It's growing underneath, and I don't think we need it. I kept it just in case as I look at it. Like I said, I water it and I look at it and I think about what can stay, what can go. So now I've left it and I've thought about it, and that can go. Simple as that. Gone. Now, this one here, I like this. I like this little branch coming off at the bottom of it here. So all the others are going to go. And we'll just keep that. I have been thinking maybe I need to get rid of it. Take off that whole stump. But for the moment, I've been liking it, so I'm going to leave it. But I will trim everything down. And that's it. I will let that grow out for a while longer yet. Now, this one here, same thing, I've kept it. I probably don't need it. But for the time being, I'm still going to keep it there. If someone buys it and they want to get rid of it, they can get rid of it. But for me, at the moment, it's okay to stay. And just give it a little trim. I don't know if this camera view is any good on my GoPro, on my iPhone, but it's what we got, and I'm not mucking around with it. I'm basically using this iPhone as a way of, I've got better quality sound through this, so I'm just using it for that. If I get in the footage of me trimming in it, all the better. But it's not what I'm going for. Not my main priority. So anyway, we're just going to trim everything down. Like I said, it's just been growing for a couple of months and it's starting to take off. So we just want to keep it all nice and small. I would love for you to be able to see the trimming process. I actually enjoy the trimming process, and I think it's something that people might like to see, but it's too much with a head, doing my head in with a camera.
I'm in the process of finding a better way to record the pruning footage.
I'm going to bring it a bit because it's only going to be long. Bring it all in. Okay. Get rid of these bottom dwellers. Don't like them. I don't know if you can see that, but that growth there, even though it's a bottom dweller, I always keep them a lot of times because if I decide to extend the length of it, that's a beautiful way of extending that branch out further. But I don't think I'm going to be extending it, so we'll get rid of it. I had one person that was interested in my bonsais when it was on eBay, but he wanted a tree that was for $100 or less, and I can't see me selling this for $100 or less. It's a 17-year-old tree. It's pretty well established. I can't see myself giving it up for $100. So I sent him a reply saying so. Sorry, but this tree, this is. I sent him a message saying this is the smallest tree I've got, and because he wanted a smaller one for 100 or less, I said this is the smallest tree I've got, and the rest are bigger. And yeah, didn't hear from him again. That's okay. Sorry, trying to keep the GoPro camera view at least towards you. I think I'll bring this one back. Right back. Then we'll get it all in. And this is the growth that I love. So here I am, I've got 2 shoots growing out the sideways direction. So I'm going to trim them. And then they'll grow out growth that way. And then when they get big enough, they'll have a chance for me to cut them again at the next internode and cut them again, and then I'll keep spreading it out. I've said it before in other videos, but whatever. It's the bonsai story. All right, so here we go. Trim it all now. Get it nice and tight. Let it go. Oops. Give it a bottom. I think there's enough of this top layer. pretty well. That looks like a bottom dweller. There's another bottom dweller. I've already cut that, that's good. Okay, so that's going to stay like that. I may have to wire them up because they're drooping a bit. I'll maybe wire them up or tie them up somehow. Look at that, a whole bunch of low bottom dwellers. Get rid of them. Okay, we'll leave that. Just trim the ends. Don't want to grow out. We want more growing thicker than anything else at the moment. There's another one here that can go. Okay, and we'll work on this one here. This one is also going to be boiling a bit. Don't know if that one needs to be there. It's sort of it's sort of back from the others, but I guess it's not hurting. Or might leave it. Flying around here. Alright, that'll be that for that. Now this better. Look at that. That brush is a bit weak. Get rid of that. Some bottom dwellers. There. That's okay. It's one we don't want to mess with too much. We just might even put a bigger sinker on there to help bring that down a bit. Do it now. Let's go whole hog. Maybe overkill, but whatever. So I have seen some jade trees grown that people have got the growth to be like, it looks like cauliflower. It's so packed, so tight, that it just looks like a big lump of cauliflower for the pad. And that's what I'm trying to get. That's what I'm going for. Yeah, I want to have a tree that has like a cauliflower pad of growth. I reckon that will look, well, I know it looks cool, I've seen it. So I just want to duplicate what I've seen. And I don't think all jade trees need to be like that, like really thick pad of growth. I think sometimes having growth that comes off and is like distinguishable branches, and it can look good too. But because I've seen it, and I did think it looked cool, I'd like to have at least one that I'll do that with. Yeah, it's just a matter of going around trimming every little thing, especially when it is like this, where it's close to the right size pad that you want. Now all I need is to just keep it tight, so I don't mind. That one I can do with a sinker. Might be too big, we'll give it a shot. See? Yeah. So I think I've pretty well trimmed. I actually don't like that height. Alright, well I reckon that's about it for the trimming process of this tree. I do it every time I say that, and then I see more. But that's okay, it's all good. All part of the process. Alright, I think that's close enough. I like to bring that one in a little bit more. And we'll leave it like that now, and we'll see what happens with it now. This one here, I don't like it. Seems a bit weak. I've got a lot of dominant branches. Ones that are dominating, I'm sort of just leaving, and the ones that are underneath and not getting as much light, well, they're ready to go. And that's it. This growth here, another one, probably don't need it, but I always love little options later. Anyway, there you go. I think I've trimmed. I could actually maybe put a sinker on there just to bring that down a little bit. It is growing over the rest of the tree a bit, but I don't know. I don't think it's terrible. I like it. Alrighty, so that's all I'm doing, and there's my front of my tree. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you later.